Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to give you guys something that Ed Coan posted, and that is I got it shared on my screen. This quote: "The less skilled the coach, the more complex the exercises become." We're going to dive into that in this video. Before I do so, if you guys have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. All right, so Ed Coan shared this the other day, and I thought it would be a good video topic. Basically, real simple quote: the less skilled the coach, the more complex the exercises become. I posted this on my wall, had a couple of good comments, and one that basically kind of missed the point. I want to dive into that a little bit. But let me just scroll up here a little bit. What is complexity? What is complexity? Well, complexity is not exercise variations that are reasonably and equally impactful. What do I mean by that? We have a limited amount of time in the gym, okay? We have a limited number of sets, a limited number of hours we can dedicate to a week to strength training, and we have to balance everything. And whenever we pull a piece out of that puzzle and replace it with something else, it has to be reasonably equal. So one of the detractors, when I posted this on Instagram, said, well, what about Louis Simmons and, Westside? Isn't that overly complex? Like, no, because what Louis Simmons is doing is taking an exercise variation and replacing it with a reasonably impactful and equal exercise variation to help you get strong. So you could be replacing bench with a banded bench, or with a Spoto press, or close grip pause bench, or whatever. That's equally impactful. And basically, if you look at the exercises, they're basically the same function. They're trying to help you increase your bench strength, and they are pretty much equally impactful. Now, there's nuance here. Obviously, you're going to structure in exercises that are helping you with your weaknesses, right? With your known weaknesses, but still, they're equally impactful and reasonable exercise variations. And I want to go into point number 2 here. We have limited time in the gym. Bad complexity involves swapping out something like a squat set, or time doing squats, or time working on your weaknesses or working on your triceps, and swapping in overly complex, gimmicky stuff that might not be reasonably equal and impactful. So you ever look on social media and you see all these kinds of weird things that strength coaches are doing? And again, the key thing here to understand is pragmatism. We have a limited amount of time in the gym, and we want to get the most out of it we can. The most out of it we can. So if you're replacing, you see a coach replacing squat training with squats on unstable surfaces or something like that, what you're doing is you're replacing a strength set with some form of unstable training, and it's not equal. They're different functions. Now, can unstable training have some sort of a benefit? I imagine it could if it was programmed in properly. But in this type of scenario, this type of example, you're unplugging strength work and replacing it with something that's not equal. So I hope you guys can see that. We have to analyze every exercise and see if it is a good investment in time in the gym or a bad investment of time in the gym. And beyond this, there are a lot of coaches that studied this stuff in schools, and they learned all these exercise variations. You can go just about any website or any number of Instagram accounts, and you can just see tons and tons and tons of unproven exercise variations, or just simply odd exercise variations. In the world of strength, you have to understand that the unproven or the bizarre are more of a circus act. And a good coach is going to pull you on the basics and the fundamentals. And that goes for not just lifting, that goes for really any sport. You got to build your base on the fundamentals. You gotta build your base with the basics, right? You have to master the basics, and a good strength coach is going to know that. A good strength coach is going to focus on things like getting you as strong as possible from head to toe on exercises that are proven to be the staples. Now, somewhere down the road, if we want to play around with a few things, that's fine. But this focus on over complexity, I've seen it in so many different forms of programming where you look at a program and you're like, there's a lot of over complexity here. It's like a smoke show trying to hide the fact that, this coach doesn't really understand what they're doing. How you can tell if you're looking at a smoke show is if you blow away all the smoke exercises, right? What are the bones left for strength training? This is the important take-home point. When you're looking at a program and you blow away all the smoke and all the extra little things, that are in there but might not be the primary drivers for strength. What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at like a rear delt exercise. Maybe a coach has some complex, protocol for rear delts. And yes, rear delts can help with overall strength or whatever. But if you blow all that stuff away, what are we doing with the big lifts, the big movers, the lifts that have a lot of room for progressive overload? What are we doing with that? You blow away all the isolation work. You blow away all the extra complexity. What are the bones of the program? What are the primary philosophies of the program? What's the structure left? What are we doing with squats and deadlifts and bench? What are we doing to build those up? What is the strategy? What is the philosophy? We can put 1,000 different pieces into the puzzle, right? We can put 1,000 different pieces of puzzle pieces on the table, but that doesn't mean they're going to make a coherent picture. So once you filter away all the bullshit, right? All the periphery stuff and all the fancy stuff and all the complexity. You have to look at a program and say, what are we doing to increase the big lifts? What are the bones of this program? What are left, and do they make sense? So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.